All right. I know I've been uploading a lot of videos lately talking about how much I despise a lot of the online left, but I really do feel like that, and I don't know why, but recently, the really huge shitbags that exist on the online left have been going crazy. They've really upped the ante on how big of pieces of shit they can be online. Oh goddamn, Sasha Star, thank you for the 50. I'll get that in a minute. But they've seriously upped the ante lately, and I want to go over some things that I've seen. So we've talked a fair amount in this channel about the discourse happening as to whether or not ex-Nazis, ex-alt-righters, or ex-conservatives should be allowed on the left. Obviously, they should be. They're not Nazis, conservatives, or whatever anymore, so they should obviously be allowed on the left. We need everybody we can get. That's how the right is so successful, because they bring in anybody. Infighting in political movements leads to nothing but that political movement suffering. But unfortunately, there is a combination of extremely terminally online people, abusers, and kids on the internet, on the left, that are doing everything in their power to try and limit the amount of people there are on the left. And they're just genuinely bad people. And we're going to get into the degree of the bullshit that they've been engaging in the last few days during this segment here. It's not going to be super long, but I want to go ahead and update you all on how utterly disappointing the online left is. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I'm going to have to put on... I made a deal with chat that if they donate a total of $500 extra to what we had earlier, then I'll put on this collar and wear the femboy getup, and I really don't want to do it, so... Oh God. Thank you for the 50. I'll go over those in a minute. Oh God. Let's get back to the segment. So, I tagged a few particular screenshots that have a fair amount of likes to them that I want to go over very quickly. So the first one comes from Kunta J, and they have the little black fist emoji there saying, "The only good fascist is a dead one, not a converted one. No amount of redemption art can save them from the wall, but a truly converted Nazi will accept it with grace." So basically saying they want to kill anyone who's ever been a reactionary. This includes kids that were groomed. And this has 369 likes, by the way, 23 on this one. These are getting like a lot of traction. These are multi-$1,000 accounts saying this kind of shit too. If you were ever a reactionary at some point, if you were groomed into the right or into Nazism by your parents, then they want you dead. They want you dead. And honestly, I think, now I would never advocate for political violence, but even though these people are on the left, if these people had their way, if like someone like me, for example, who is an ex-alt-righter, would be completely in my right to use violent force to protect myself from people like this. And if you were in the same position as me, you should too, morally speaking. I believe that like if you have a good chance of being harmed by somebody, then you have the right to defend yourself violently from them. This includes Nazis. This includes people like this that are actively advocating for you to be murdered. And you should report these people, by the way. These people are advocating for the murder of not just people, but of leftists, like people who are currently leftists, not like people who are Nazis now. So go ahead and make sure to report these people. You can see their ats here. We have Moist Okra. Sadly, it's a good name, but you know, all obviously tanky. They've got the hammer and sickle in their bio. No one who's not a tanky or a fucking LARPer doesn't like has the tanky thing in their, or the hammer and sickle in their bio. Kunta J for this person, go report them for threatening violence, encouraging and threatening violence. Definitely do that. What else do we have? Oh yeah, I saw this one earlier as well. A unironic, almost 4,000 follower North Korea stan account. The DPRK's own words: people, policies, life, culture, history. Nothing the capitalist press would ever show you. Sanctions are murder. Korea is one. And it's literally just like, oh, look, wow, they're producing livestock at a low cost, and it's defendkorea.com. Here, really quickly, do you want to look at, let's look up, hold on. Defend Korea media bias fact check. Of course, someone like this would say that the, Oh, wow, it doesn't even come up. Of course, if we found out what the media bias is for that website, which seems to be every... This is the official Defend Korea Twitter account, even. I'm pretty sure... Oh, my fucking God, you guys are popping off. Wow, that's, I believe, $100 right there. Jesus Christ. I'll get to all those in a minute. Please, chill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I were to find evidence that this website was, like, ridiculously biased, like some fact-checking thing was like, yeah, no shit, this is a biased website, they would say the Jews... Oh, I mean, Western propaganda, the CIA... influence that data. So, of course, we've got ourselves a multi-thousand follower North Korea Stan website and Twitter account. Love the online left. And then here we have an interaction that just absolutely just blows me away. Oh, have I been blocked? I've been blocked by this person, it appears, so I can't see it fully. Guys, stop! You have to stop this! Oh no. I need to finish this segment. We're $80 away from me having to put on the fucking thing. God damn it. This is Biden's America. Let me just finish the segment, please. I can't see the full post now because I'm blocked unless... Ha ha. Ha 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 ha! I have a French accent now. Ha! Get fucked, Block. We're gonna make fun of you on stream. What de-radicalizing from the far right requires: handing over all information on far-right organizers you have to anti-fascists. I mean, obviously, this is a thing that you should do. Now, I want to mention that it's very possible that you could be killed or seriously injured if you do this, but, like, I want to point out, 99.9% of people who are radicalized to the far right have no information on far-right organizers, okay? They're people who are radicalized by a propaganda campaign. They just had shitty beliefs, then got de-radicalized. Most of them don't fucking know this kind of shit. 99.9% of alt-righters and neo-Nazis online aren't going to the fucking attacks on the Capitol or Unite the Right protests and shit like that. It's a good thing to do, but it's like, this is coming from somebody who clearly has no idea. 13K follower account, by the way, who has absolutely no idea how far-right radicalization works and is 100% a morally lucky dumb fuck who has never known anything other than being the perfect pretty little leftist their whole lives. Dedicating yourself to a lifetime of accountability, work, study, to deconstruct the underlying tendencies and beliefs that brought you to the far right. I mean, that's basically what I'm doing, but no reasonable person should expect this much from someone for them to be allowed on the left. Or to even be considered de-radicalized from the far right. Like, hold on. You aren't de-radicalized if you're not a Nazi anymore, or hell, even a leftist. You have to tear down Nazism and the far right to be considered de-radicalized. Owning your own agency and having chosen to be far right. This means no excuses or dismissals, no language like I fell or was sucked into. That's right. If you were born into a family of Nazis, 800 likes, by the way, 2,000 likes, by the way, 13,000 follower account, by the way. If you were born into a family of Nazis and you were raised into that, you should have owned up to your agency. When you were 5 years old and your dad taught you to say the N-word and that black people were inferior to you and you knew nothing else your entire life, you needed to own up to your agency there. You were a child. Except, of course, if you are a serial killer or somebody who's murdered a bunch of people or a rapist, then you probably deserve the benefit of the doubt because you probably had a really bad upbringing. You know, people are a product of their environment, and, you know, we need to have a very reformative prison system. But if you ever shitposted on 4chan for a few months because you fell down the alt-right rabbit hole after watching a bunch of Steven Crowder or whatever, then you need to be lined up against the wall and you need to be murdered. And you need to have a smile on your face as you do it. If you don't have a smile on your face as we're murdered by anti-fascists, then you are a Nazi yourself. There's no de-radicalization unless you voluntarily give your life because your soul is now tainted. I hate these people. These people are just as dangerous as Nazis to the left and just to the world in general. Detailed disclosures of your past to anyone you organize with should you choose to engage in left-wing organizing. This is funny because if you tell people you used to be far right while you're organizing, they're not going to want to organize with you, which is going to make that organizing less impactful because you have less people behind it, right? Like, imagine I do like a canvassing thing for a socialist candidate in Florida, let's say, and I go to this big thing and I bring like a bunch of my fans and they find out, oh, Xander Hall used to be a reactionary. We don't want him or any of his fans here. And they kick out like 100 or more people. And then that candidate ends up losing because these morally pure dumb fucks decide to just give up all the help they could take. Acceptance and respect towards boundaries of others put in regards to your past, understanding that the harm you caused still has social consequences and that some people choose not to associate with you in order to feel safe. So this is the one that's supposed to sound really reasonable along with these really fucking dumb ones. Don't let people, this is like active gaslighting to make you feel like these are more reasonable and you're crazy if you think this is unreasonable because look how reasonable this statement is. So these ones must be too. You're crazy if you think these are wrong. So yeah, active gaslighting. Recognizing that no one is obligated to forgive you for your past and understanding the seriousness of your past. This is the same thing. Choosing to continue to do the accountability work regardless of its thankfulness or thanklessness. I mean, sure. I mean, that's what I'm doing, but I'm still going to continue to call out subhuman pieces of shit like you, scum fucking dirtbags that don't deserve any place online, that need to be deplatformed as quickly as possible before you drag the left down with you. What is not sufficient for de-radicalizing from the far right? Oh boy. Posting on social media that you've changed. This is targeting a young woman who was groomed into the far right by her family and then de-radicalized, casually mentioned it in a Twitter post, then received tens of thousands of people harassing her about it following that. So yeah, that's what that's referencing, by the way. Getting defensive when people ask you details or decide to no longer associate with you. No one does this except for it's never no longer associate with you. It's typically engage in a harassment campaign against you. Playing the victim of cancel culture, putting the cancel culture in quotes. I'm sorry, but by the way, cancel culture is real, and a lot of lefties on Twitter do actually go too far with it. Decided that since you're apparently going to have this discourse every other week, I'd like to have a handy checklist ready. Feel free to link this / copy paste this wherever you'd like. You are also encouraged to add onto this list whatever you think is lacking. More on the recognize your own agency point. Good Lord, so many people having a problem with this first point, so I'm going to go more in depth about it here. Recognizing that the far-right organization of multi-people regulation process they deploy on people's social message need not come with denying that people who radicalize the far-right have personal agency in that process they need to be held accountable for. Yeah, this is literally just doubling down on it. Yes, even people who radicalize the far right as young people and teenagers. I don't give a fuck how old you are. What process brought you there? You don't get to dismiss being a fucking genocide enthusiast as a weird teenage phase. Yeah, this is literally... Oh, this dude's a fucking... Oh, is this person white? This person's white. Let me see their Insta. I want to see their Insta. This person's fucking white and was a conservative. Show me their whiteness. Show me how white they are. This motherfucker doesn't show their face, do they? Oh, fuck. This motherfucker's white as hell. I can... There's no melanin. Not a goddamn drop of melanin on this motherfucker. I grew up a pretty standard conservative, stopped being one at 18, and I also will have to engage in lifelong accountability process for that because I take that harm fucking seriously, even though I certainly know that my upbringing steered me towards those values. This motherfucker was groomed into being a conservative when they were younger, and now they've got hardcore, unironic white guilt, and they want to live it down. These people are like permanently fucking damaged, okay? What else do we got? Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, here's what it was referencing, by the way. So, yeah, here we go. If you feel safer with Nazis, then you're a Nazi. No loss here. Yes, congratulations. You figured out the when I was a fascist part. When? There's no when. The only ex-Nazis are dead. Get it? Fucking censoring white fools. By the way, this person has 1,400 followers. This isn't just like some... This isn't like a spam joke account, by the way. This is like an actual account that has like 1,400 followers. This is like a real person with significant following on Twitter. So you don't believe in reformative justice? Incredible. You actually believe recovery out of a cult is impossible. That explains a lot, actually. Also, that's too many asterisks. Hell no, I don't trust you, white fucks, further than I can throw you. Imagine thinking Nazis are owed the same humanity they deny us. That kind of arrogance can only come with whites with no shred of self-reflection. Pathetic. And this person says, why do you hate... I have no idea what that is. Oh yeah, and then this person, the Kunta J person from before, obviously Vosh Derangement Syndrome, says Vosh fans get the wall first, wanting to kill Vosh fans. 133 likes. And then, of course, we have this golden little bit here. So for those that don't know, Merrick got mass flagged on Twitter and got banned. And as we all know, tankies and dumbfuck lefties on Twitter hate women, and they definitely hate sex workers. So we have Merrick's friend here who's made an account. This is Merrick's friend. However, lefties are now going on Twitter and making fake accounts, pretending to be Merrick, and posting things like retweet for awareness for Rohingya refugees from Myanmar and for my OnlyFans. So like the classic, like, oh ho, retweet so I advertise my OnlyFans, like something Merrick would never do. And just generally trying to, like, obviously these people hate Merrick for completely, like, either misogynistic or swarfy or just generally unhinged reasons. So, oh yeah, we need a YouTube moderator in chat. There's someone typing out the N-word letter by letter in YouTube chat. So could a moderator get over there and handle that, please? Yeah, there's a Nazi in YouTube chat spamming. So basically what this lefty did is, and there's a few of these accounts, by the way, it's just generally trying to, like, spread more misinformation about Merrick. By the way, if you're watching this right now and you have to knowingly lie about someone that you don't like, then you're in the wrong. You should realize by now that you're in the wrong if you have to actively lie about someone that you don't like and you can't find actual reasons to dislike them. Yeah, sorry. Oh my God, we've totally hit the fucking goal, haven't we? Oh God. We've got more. Here's the same person making another account, Mother Merrick Reloaded, and somehow seems to have taken the name Merrick DeVille, the actual @. So that's cringe. We also have more here. We have a screenshot from the original thing that we looked at, and this person quote tweeted and said, by the way, this person has 802 followers, and this had 13 likes, so not inconsequential. So this person said, these people are seriously confused as to why we think they aren't actually the good guys. This person responds, we and they are quite telling here, uninspiring or unsurprising from a Xander Hall reply guy. I saw that too. Seriously, why do you think it's okay to tell black, brown, Romani, Muslim, and Jewish people to just allow someone who advocated for their deaths to be in their safe spaces? Sounds like a bunch of liberal shit to me. I don't have to forgive anyone. Unironically, leftists. Unironically referring to the left as a safe space. Please. please touch grass. Please touch grass. You will make the world such a better place if you just go and touch some fucking grass. Please. Get offline. The left isn't a social club. There's a YouTube guy that I've been dealing with. I retweeted where he basically said that it was up to the targets of Nazis to reform them by telling them what to do. I just can't anymore. He's trying to take it in circles. I have no idea who this is referring to. I know it's not me. Yeah, and then this person talked about how restorative justice doesn't put burden on the victims. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Restorative justice doesn't put burden on the victims, you say? Ah, yes. So someone comes into your home, murders your family and rapes you, goes to prison for, let's say, 30 years and comes out, or hell, in an actual, like, restorative justice system, goes to prison for maybe 10 years, gets rehabilitated, and comes out as a productive member of society. You think that rape victim would be happy or not severely mentally fucked up by the fact that the murder of their family, or just hell, let's just say the rapist is now back on the street, even if they are reformed? I'm sorry. There's a reason we don't let the victims of crimes choose the punishment. If we did, every criminal would be hung. Every criminal would be executed if we let the victims of their crimes decide the punishments. Can someone please ban Captain Israel from YouTube chat? Do we seriously have no YouTube chat mods on right now? So, this is Kunta J, who has 3.5k likes. By the way, them threatening to murder people, prepare to lose your 3.5k likes, because we got 470 people watching right now. This video is probably gonna get a lot of likes, so make sure to go mass report this this account for encouraging violence, by the way. They proceed to, when Xander Hall is the voice you choose to follow, you are most definitely a white supremacist. Laughing, crying emoji. These people don't even try to hide it. This is coming from Tank Girl, who... Never mind. I have nothing mean to say about that one. I have nothing mean to say about that one, actually. I'm good on... actually, I'm fine. No, I'm good on that one. But seriously, though, guys, do you guys get what I'm saying here? These are accounts with thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of likes. Oh, can my stream stop playing that? Okay. These are accounts with tens of thousands of likes, just doing the worst, saying and doing the worst possible shit you can imagine. Can you understand why I dedicate so much of my time to trying to combat these people? You have to understand that these people are, like, dangerous to the success of the left. They really, really are. We gotta do something about it, chat. We really do. We gotta deal with this shit. Anyway. Go report those accounts if they broke TOS on Twitter. Getting them deplatformed off the internet is the best thing you can do to help both the left's perception as well as the left's strength in general. Obviously report the people pretending to be Merrick DeVille. That's impersonation. That is TOS on Twitter. The people saying Vosh fans should be killed. The people saying my fans should be killed. People saying that ex-Nazis that are now leftists should be killed and should be happy about being killed. All the death threats, all of the calls for genocide, because they do want to do a genocide. These people are subhuman and ought to be deplatformed. So yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this segment. If you did, please like the video, sub, and ring the bell icon if you're new and you want to see more from me, which you you should. This is a good segment. You definitely should. And of course, on top of all of that, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join my fan Discord through links in the description, as well as if you want to support me financially, you can donate or sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live. And if you want to support me financially on YouTube, you can either super chat or hit the join button, become a channel member. I really do appreciate it, but only do it if you can afford it and you have the money to spare, and you don't need it for anything else. It's always appreciated. It's how I do this for a living. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and have a good one.